Humza Yousaf has written a piece in the Sunday Mail and the Daily Record, and he's launched. It's a sharp critique against Elon Musk, branding him as one of the most dangerous men on the planet. His comments, made during the Edinburgh Festival Fringe, came in response to Musk's amplification of far-right conspiracy theories on social media, particularly on Twitter, X, which Musk now owns. Yousaf argued that Musk, being highly intelligent and tech-savvy, is well aware of the falsehoods he spreads, but chooses to do so nonetheless. This, according to Yousaf, makes Musk's actions particularly harmful and dangerous. The headline in the Sunday Mail, "Expect no mercy," and former First Minister Yousaf warns the billionaire Musk and his 193 million followers. Yousaf's public life has been marked by his staunch advocacy for diversity and inclusion, which has often made him a target of racist abuse himself. Since his resignation as First Minister, Yousaf has faced a torrent of racist comments, especially on social media platforms like Twitter. These platforms, he argues, have failed to adequately protect minority voices from such abuse. He has been vocal about the need for more robust measures to combat online hate, expressing concerns that the current environment discourages diversity in public life, as minorities are disproportionately targeted. His strong stance on these issues reflects his broader commitment to fighting racism and promoting inclusivity. He's highlighted the systemic racism that exists within Scottish institutions, calling out the lack of diversity in senior positions across various sectors. His speech in 2020, for example, pointed out the overwhelming whiteness of leadership roles in Scotland and was met with a backlash from right-wing figures, and was recently used by Musk to label Yousaf as a blatant racist, an accusation that many view as a deliberate misrepresentation aimed at undermining Yousaf's anti-racist efforts. I remember Humza Yousaf particularly in, I think, 2014 or 2015, 2014, I think, 2014, 2015, where he was carrying a placard saying "Migrants Welcome." And certainly I felt when I was more deeply involved with the Yousaf story and stood up against David Coburn, who was directly racist against Humza Yousaf. And Humza said to me, "Shall we go big? Shall we go big?" I asked him what we could do, and I said, "Absolutely, let's do so." And I found myself on the front page of the Mail on Sunday, whatever it's called. And I'm very proud of my association with Humza and of his anti-racist efforts, and I'm proud to have been able to identify the racism in UKIP, to have called it out, and to have done so with the help of Humza. I think Humza is a good man. It's got nothing to do with whether or not you support Scottish independence. I don't, but I certainly support Humza as a person who is trying to make our country a more diverse and a more pleasant place. Humza is, oddly, this person who is promoting independence is also a person who is fundamentally about unity and about cohesion. Critics of Musk argue that his approach to free speech on Twitter, particularly his tolerance of far-right rhetoric, exacerbates the problem of online hate, making platforms like Twitter increasingly hostile environments for minorities. I understand where Musk is coming from, because I think free speech is important. But we shouldn't be encouraging abuse. There's a difference between free speech and abuse. And there's a difference between informed and interesting satire and rubbish, nasty misinformation. There's a difference. It's partly about intent, but much more so about reception. And that is very much the issue about racism. Racism is not about what somebody intends to say or intends to write. It's about how it is received. And Yousaf's comments are not just a personal defense, but a broader indictment of how tech giants like Musk are enabling and amplifying harmful ideologies and how they must be brought within the sphere of a more civilized, a more coherent, a more cohesive, a more positive framework. How Elon Musk needs to embrace civilization. It's as simple as that.